great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He said his message to his team in the locker room was very clear. This Big 12 conference race comes down to separating themselves today. They've done a good job all season long, but now they want to continue to ride that energy of this home team here today. The crowd has been crazy. They make it so hard for opponents to operate at the line of scrimmage, and he told his guys, we've got to make the fans stay engaged. It's on us to start this game off strong so our fans make it tough on our opponents today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They think there's room to run to the right here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He gets a block. Running through contact. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give is to Williams. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They put the brakes on him.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Red Raiders have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turns it upfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top.
Looking to take a shot. Got it down the field. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. That's a first down for the offense. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
3rd and long coming up. gets inside, it's Ives. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the option. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskers. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Right side, it's Danzy. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Going to the run, it's Coleman Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive, and I tell you what, man, like, they got 3, they got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Rush right in his face. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the field. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give is to Williams.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Nice play to knock that one down.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They're all over him. Lets it fly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Scalandria. Gets it to the back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he almost had a pick.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get started. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
The Huskers have a lot of options on second and inches. Tight end now in motion. Straight ahead, it's Ives. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Out wide left, it's Ives. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll move the tight end. The running back has it. Swamped immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback changing the play. Sees an alley. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Carter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The run inside. It's Williams. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Pushes ahead. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Takes his shot. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. Quarterback gets enough. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's changing the play. From the gun, it's Danzy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in the third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Jayhawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
They just keep firing. Right side, it's Carter. It's a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And you start to get that off.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Left side is Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. This time it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air, it's Calandria. Fires immediately. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
RPO complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Quick give. It's Williams. He's piled up 97 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Joyner. They were all over it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long right here. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
They punted away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The keeper on the option. Powers through the defender. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Here comes the offense on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Swings it out to his running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Snags it and he's open. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. DB's right up on the receivers. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Dumps it to the back. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Carter. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Looking outside, it's Danzy. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
There's a crease. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Listen, the enemy is the clock. Right, you're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed him.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Looking to throw again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. Finds a seam. Inside the touchdown, Nebraska. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Rushes on. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wants to go up top on second down. Stepping to the right. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw.